Hello and welcome once again. I'm Steel Walrus, you are awesome, and we are here for part 2 of the Doomsday Machine, or Doomsday Weapon, I think it's called, mission. We're going to be landing on Imaga and continuing our beginner's walkthrough of the Klingon War plotline, which is part of the main storyline for Star Trek Online. Alright, let's go ahead and land the ship. Got Eliza Flores. Yeah, it's a pretty good lineup of folks. Ah, yes. We're doing sneaky. We'll speak to Kavalk.
The objective here is simple. Find a control console and change the command codes. Then Bavat won't be able to stop us from shutting down the energy drain. There are 2 consoles. The Alpha console is staffed by an officer who might be willing to negotiate. The Beta console, let's just say that Commander Talk prefers fighting to talking.
That's pretty beta of him.
The soldiers here shouldn't challenge you, but be careful of the Targs. The hollow emitters won't fool them. I have another task to complete. Meet me back here when you are done with the command codes.
Alright. Well, let's go do some sneaky stuff. I think I make a very striking Klingon, as do my crewmates here. So let's go ahead and scooch on through and make sure we don't do anything silly. Hopefully they won't notice the Federation issue phaser that I'm carrying. Let's see if we have anything a little bit more appropriate going on here. And the answer is we do, but it's significantly weaker than what we've been rocking, so we're not going to do that. We'll just say I captured it in battle. Glorious battle, where I spilled the blood of many Federation Pataks, or whatever. I'm not way too into this. That would be uncharacteristic, right? I'm going to zoom out some. There's a box of stuff over there to the right, or to the left, but we're just going to keep on moving through. There's a Targ. So like he said, we got to be aware of those. We could probably get away with sneaking up this way. Maybe we'll just step off to the side here while that patrol that's coming down the way passes. And we can pick up some titanium ore in the process. Don't mind me, fellow Klingons. I'm just doing science, so I can better kill my enemies and gain victory for the Empire. Wahaha. And I'm going to sprint. Oh, they don't have a Targ with them anyway. Hopefully they just think I'm doing my cardio. And they do. Okay, cool. Another quality of life thing. If you fail, like if you get yeeted, you don't just fail the mission and have to start over. You just go back to a respawn point, which is nice. Because quite frankly, I'm an adult. I don't have well, I do have all day to play video games. It's what I do. But, like, my time is much more precious than it was when I was 15. Well, somewhat more precious than it was when I was 15. Anyway. Alright, so let's talk to this guard commander.
I've been monitoring your progress from the ship. You are very close to one of the control consoles. There are Klingons where you need to go. You will either...
Yes. Alright, so we're going to speak to the guard commander here.
The Empire will prevail.
Kapla! Out of my way, soldier.
Death to the enemies of the Empire!
Oh, well, I guess we're fighting. Okay. I was hoping it wouldn't come to that, but it did.
I see your mission was successful. Excellent. Mine was as well. I have smashed the device that Bavat used to control his Doomsday Machine. The planet killer is now as dangerous to him and his ships as it is to anyone else. You cannot control the storm, Captain. If you try, it will consume you. Meet me back at the ship. There is still more to do before this dark day ends and my honor is restored.
Cool. So we gotta sneak our way back down to the ship. Thinking the best way to do that is kind of to just come back through the way we got here. Possibly. We're gonna sprint real hard. Just hope we don't flicker too much as we roll past these people. Yep, don't mind me, that's just normal Klingon stuff, you know, the flickering and the not smelling Klingon. Just a totally regular thing to have happen. Don't you worry about it. Say don't worry your pretty little head about it, but Klingons' heads are neither pretty nor particularly small. So that doesn't really track onto that particular situation as well as I'd like it to. Nope, that's not going to work. It was pretty cool seeing the big old bird of prey. Gives you kind of a sense of their scale. Uh-oh. And Bavat's here too. Awesome.
You? You stumbled into my trap in the briar patch like a blind Grishna cat. And here you are again, luring Starfleet ships to my testing grounds. The Doomsday Machine will destroy them. It will create glorious, endless war and strife. And it is all possible because of you.
No! I will not allow you to dishonor the Empire with your thirst for blood. We face our enemies as warriors, Bavat. We do not massacre innocents with machines of death.
Yeah, we do that with
no
batleths.
innocents. There are only the strong and the weak.
Are you strong enough to fight your own weapon? I have destroyed the device controlling the planet killer. No one is safe.
This isn't over. Warriors, attack! Joel, Ichu!
Alrighty. Like we got a fight on our hands. Let's go. Where? Alright. There we go. Cool. Alright, we just finished that little fight. Let's get back on the Targ and get on out of here. Because we have a
Captain,
date with
Klingon
destiny.
comm traffic just spiked. Bavat's forces have lost control of the Doomsday Machine, and they are scrambling all available ships to try to stop it. I've been in contact with Commander Burgess. Now that the energy drain won't affect our ships, the Starfleet task force is inbound. We need to get back into space as soon as possible.
Alright, so this mission's about to get tricky, and it's a good thing we kind of have an episode to ourselves to do it.
I see it.
You are almost
Planet
certainly
killer
going to
is
see me
here.
respawn.
Maybe it has
At
a
least
weakness
once.
that we haven't found yet. We need to run a scan. Go to the navigation beacon. That should be close enough for the scan, but far enough away to keep us safe until help arrives.
Alright, let's get her done. We're headed to this thing here, I guess. You can see it in the distance. The great spliff of doom. It awaits us. That is pretty insane.
Structural integrity holding, sir. We're shook up, but we'll be okay. Captain, there's an unauthorized shuttle launch. It's Kavok. Hail coming in, sir. I'll put it on the main screen.
Stay where you are, Captain. I'll handle this.
Kavok, turn that shuttle around. You'll be killed!
My life is of no consequence, but my honor. No, I must do this. Destroying this abomination is the only way to redeem myself. Farewell, Captain. Koi keles pu glod, koi puk be pu, yak o mat o jeshu gui, se mak chu me uv. Mashu managich mak ko chu, ni be yin ma jak wo ko. Valva hefech enjo kichtak, val pumati pupare, mashutak kumame pumashuta, ma o.
I'm reading significant damage to the Doomsday Machine, sir. But it's still active. Captain, we still have the Harpang torpedoes. They might be enough to finish the job. The machine's hull is solid neutronium, so targeting it won't help. We'll need to fly in front of the Doomsday Machine and launch the torpedoes down that thing's throat. The fleet will be here to help distract it, but we need to be careful. If we're in front of it when it fires its anti-proton beam, we won't fare any better than that moon did.
Alright, we got our work cut out for us. Let's go ahead and get in on this. So, our focus is going to be on the Doomsday Machine. We've got a very particular... It looks like we want to hit it probably 3 or probably 4 or 5 times. Okay, there's its anti-proton beam, so we're going to get in front of it again. Okay, 3 more hits and I'll take care of it. Oop. Okay, got it. 2 more hits. Stay up here, kind of above it. We're going to let it get its fire off again. We are playing it very safe. I could conceivably hit it again if I wanted to. I get the feeling we are about to see it kick again. There it goes. Just went ahead and let off. Missed. Right down this throat. Alright, and off we go again. We're going to stay kind of in front of it this time. We got 8 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. And there we go. Took a little of the heat off of this explosion, but there we go. Now that is a pretty tense little mission
Captain,
there. I absolutely
Commander
love
Burgess
it.
is patching a subspace signal through
And
to
you got
us.
that Easter egg
The message
from
is from Kronos, sir. Routing it to the main view screen now.
Gavalk. Because that's the song from when I think they took the Rotaran into combat in DS9 at one point. I don't remember the specific moment that was going on, but it was kind of one of those, like, you know, we're probably not coming back moments. Well, let's talk to Burgess.
Captain,
Or
my name is
come in, I guess. Come
While
in.
the
That's not bad.
Empire realizes that you played a vital role in defeating a threat to both our worlds, I am afraid I must insist that you return the ship you stole immediately. I would not want to have to escalate this into something that we will both regret. The battle is over. We do not need to begin another.
I don't know, man. I would start a war to keep this thing if it were an option, but it's not.
It might be best to do what he asks, Captain. The fleet's in no condition for a prolonged fight, sir. And honestly, there's not much about the bird of prey specifications that Starfleet intelligence doesn't know already. We did what we came here to do. Let the Klingons have their little victory, and the fleet can take you and your crew back to your ship.
Alright, well,
The important thing is that the Doomsday Machine was destroyed. I'm sure Commander Burgess will want to congratulate you for a job well done.
let's go ahead and depart the system. Been fun there, IKS Targ. I've enjoyed it. But just wait. We've got some spicy stuff stored up. Go ahead
Gavalk's
and
loss is
report to
unfortunate,
Burgess.
but he did what he believed he had to do. In the end, he died with honor. Fortunately, you were able to destroy the Doomsday device and end the threat of Bavat's weapons programs. We probably haven't seen the last of him, but at least now he's disarmed. At least as much as any Klingon, that is. And don't worry about having to return the IKS Targ to the Klingons. I don't believe that there's much about that class of bird of prey that Starfleet intelligence doesn't already know. If getting the ship back lets the Klingons think they won a small victory, I don't mind, and you shouldn't either. There are very few captains who can say they faced a threat like you did today and lived to tell the tale. Impressive work.
Alright, so we picked up some XP, we got some expertise. Let's go ahead, and this will be against Plasma. So here's another little metric to look at. You've got resilient shields, you've got covariant, regenerative, and just generic shield array. So this one should be just all around a decent shield. You're going to look at your bleed through there. Bleed through is how much damage is going to get through it. And of course you got regen going on. So the regenerative is going to have about 40 points higher regeneration. And then it's going to be a little... Yeah, it's a little less, about 300 less. Covariant is more raw shield capacity. Okay, so that's like really leaning into just being thick. And then resilient is going to have less bleed through, which is pretty cool, especially if you're under a lot of fire. And it's got pretty close to what the regular shield array has. Honestly, I'd take this just to avoid the hull damage. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the resilient. Now we could get the Harping torpedoes. They're pretty cool. But they're also pretty situational. And then you get a current lockbox. Now, lockboxes, you'd have to have a key for that. I am not too concerned about that. Let's go ahead, and I kind of want to grab this alien engineering officer, because we could make another alien character. But at the same time, let's look at what we have. Alright, so if I press my kilo key here, we've got 2 tactical officers already. We've got 1 science and 1 engineering officer. I want to go ahead and grab another engineering officer anyway. So we're going to collect that reward. Oh, buddy. You are not easy to freaking look at. So we got another bridge officer. You go to my bridge officer candidates menu. Let's go ahead and click Not Now on homie here. And we're going to press our U key.
You've done well. And while there are still issues at the Klingon front, it's time to move to a bigger picture. Come see me at Earth Space Dock for new information.
Okay, so we'll go talk to him later. Now I said you would be our... Okay, I was staring at it the whole time. It's right here. Our bridge officer candidates. We're going to go ahead and commission this fella and have him join our crew. And now we can do a bunch of things. We can change his uniform. We can rename him. If we go to change his uniform here, we're not going to have just a whole lot of options to play with. We can modify sort of just the I think we can just get the uniform modified here, but I'm not certain. Oh no, we can actually modify his body. So let's go ahead and make sure he doesn't look ridiculous. Right now he's got a thick booty. You've got some of these basic things, but we can of course go through and really dig into it if we want to. But I'll save that for another time. That said, he's got the other stuff that I want him to have, so we're good to go there. Anyhow, that's a wrap for this mission. Appreciate y'all watching, and next time we'll go ahead and go back to our space dock and get some things going on. We may even try out a couple of patrols or other things we have to do, other activities we have to do, before we move on to the next storyline, because we have finished, if you go here, we have finished the Klingon War. Really all we have to do is this little conversation bit. Anyhow, I appreciate you all watching. I've been Steel Walrus, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and since this is Star Trek, I gotta say it. Live long and prosper. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out.